Yeah, my shit doesn't grow in heavy.
Mm. Like down under or just on the chin?
Everywhere.
You're like a Ken doll with muscles and a dad-sized dick. Dads have the biggest dicks, right?
All the ones I've seen.
I've seen a lot of dad dicks in my day.
It was just never my dad.
All right. Ready to hit this motherfucker?
Let's hit it.
Hello there, everyone, and welcome to another Level Zero, Your Welcome for My podcast. I am WPW, joined tonight by Mr. Meat Bolus. Meaty, how you doing tonight?
Oh, sad music.
And fortunately, we are missing Hardstick tonight. I mean, not that we're really missing him, but it's going to be a Meat and W centric episode, I believe. So, Meaty, tell me what's going on, buddy.
It's just one of those days. I fucking down. Don't know why. Can't pinpoint any reason. Woke up feeling kind of shitty. I was kind of crappy from the get-go, and it just got worse. And spent an hour in my garage staring at shit.
Just like your dog, right?
Yeah.
Like, was there a squirrel on the walls or something?
Just a ton of stuff I have to do. Can't get myself motivated to do any of it.
See, that's how my depression is like, it's not like pure sadness or anything like that. It's literally sitting on the couch knowing that I have stuff to do and physically not being able to get up and do it.
Yeah. It's weird. I've had the other kind of, bottom of the barrel fucking type depression. And this shit is just, it's different. It's harder to, in some ways it's harder to deal with because you care about it. Like when you're at that, in that really bad depression, that dark place, like you don't give a fuck. But when you're in this phase, it's like, God damn it, I fucking hate this. I need to fix this. And I can't because I'm too busy fucking staring at the ceiling.
It's like your stage 2 depression, and stage 4 depression is like that happy place, man, where you're like, I don't give a fuck.
Yep.
It's like my intelligence level. It's like I'm fucking stupid, but I'm smart enough to know that I'm fucking stupid.
Right.
It's like I'm happy enough to know that I'm depressed as fuck. And might I add at this point that our podcast is sponsored this week by the EAP. So go ahead and contact your local unions because they are here for us and not for our money. And we're here to help you not be a sad boy, all right?
EAP got me hooked up with a therapist I don't know when it was, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months ago. And I hadn't seen him for about a month because he had taken a month off for whatever reason, spend that fucking EAP money. And then I had an appointment this past Monday. And I forgot about it. So,
see, I've been seeing a therapist for almost a year now, and basically how it manifested for me is not straight up depression, sadness, anything like that, but anger. So feeling more short-tempered, not having any patience, just feeling angry about everything. And, I went in and, started talking to therapists and, said, hey, I'm here to address my anger issues. And after like the second session, he's like, you don't have anger issues, right? You have anxiety and depression. And I think he called it adjustment disorder or something. And I think what I was going to say the tail end of COVID, but fuck, I think that was still just the first act at that point. But, everyone's struggling, going through a lot of shit. And, especially in our job, fuck, like the negativity that is just all around us and all that stuff. And it's just a struggle, man.
Yeah.
But, my therapist has helped a lot and, trying to just be a better person. And that's day to day, man. Sometimes I'm shittier than the day I was before, but whatever, man.
Yeah, it's as long as you keep trying to move forward. I mean, That's the difference between the people that get lost and the people that fucking make it out.
I mean, bro, I was so fucking sad I made a goddamn EMS sea shanty.
Which is one of our best performing posts in about 4 years. So
yeah, what's funny is I actually I showed that to a couple of my family members, and previously had no idea any of the level 0 stuff that I did, and I caught my dad just going by going it's like
so you're still in the will
at this point, man. I mean, they don't got much going for them. Like, it's pretty much just me, a fucking middle-aged, fat, depressed paramedic. Like,
I don't know. They got that fucking fancy brick fireplace behind you.
They do have a nice brick fireplace, man. And there's some like live, laugh, love shit on the walls too. Like, you can see all this.
Aw, that's cute.
My mom goes to Hobby Lobby. Have you ever been to Hobby Lobby? They have Hobby Lobbies in Arizona?
I have. Yep.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Dude, that store is just a walking fucking pumpkin spice latte, man. Like, it attracts the most basic bitches in the world.
Hobby Lobby's the savage paramedics of midline fucking department stores.
Dude, I think one of the greatest realizations I ever had about my wife was when we went to Hobby Lobby. And Hobby Lobby does one of those bullshit practices where they're like, oh, everything's 66% off today. It's like, yeah, but it's expensive as shit and it's always on sale. So that's just the price. Like, right. There is no sale. But then you get all like hyped up and like your adrenaline's running and your fucking sympathetic nervous system goes all wonky. And so my wife comes up and she goes, hey, this is $10 and it's 50% off. How much is it? I'm like, $5. Oh, okay. Well, this one's $12 and it's 33% off. And I'm like, can you divide by 3? Because that's it. It's just $4 off. And the entire day was just me doing math for her and me realizing that she has a fucking master's and cannot do simple arithmetic. This is like 6th grade shit, man. Like, even if you were behind.
Hey, my wife's the exact same way.
Oh, and your wife's smart as shit too, man.
Yeah. Yeah, she can't math. And I mean, honestly, I can't math much better, but
you can't spell either.
I can't.
Like,
no.
You're a brilliant writer who can't spell.
Zofran with an F. No, with a P. See, I just thought I was spelling it incorrectly when I threw the F in there. I still fucking put P.
Hey, can you tell me about leap years again? Dude, about a week ago, I was just fucking randomly driving, and I was pretty drunk when we recorded Drunk CEs, and I had forgotten about the leap year conversation, and I remembered it like in a brilliant moment of realization and just started fucking dying. Yeah, you were so goddamn simple.
I hadn't told my current wife that story, and she was kind of looking at me sideways.
Did she listen to the podcast?
She listens to bits here and there. She's not into listening to the whole thing. Usually it kind of annoys her. It's like, I don't tell her this shit.
She gets enough of you and like pillow talk and shit. Like,
yeah.
God, that sounds like a misery. Just like having to listen to your spouse for an hour.
Oh, she's like, fuck, I already let you put a baby in me. God, I hope this kid doesn't wind up like you.
Are we sure it's yours?
Got to see what color it is when it comes out.
It comes out like an anime. I'm looking at fucking burned out memes. Do you think that eventually your wife is just going to make her way through every like EMS meme lord on Facebook? So I can see that happening.
I think she realized that probably the only one that really makes any money is Savage Paramedics, and she doesn't like agents.
There's like 20 admins though. Like, I hope they're not running train on your wife to be the fucking most vanilla goddamn orgy I've ever seen in my life.
Everything's pixelated and blurred out.
Oh, I do have to admit something to you. So there were a few things that in the original Drunk CEs that I had kind of repeated over and over again. I think I did a better job with number 2. Mm. If you will recall, in Drunk CE's number 1, I broke my microphone.
Yeah.
So I guess I didn't realize until today, because this is our first recording, I broke my microphone again during Drunk CEs too. So I'm 2 for 2 on broken microphone stands.
Holy fuck.
So currently I have this long, nice thing that I'm holding up with paper towels right now because I broke the chingus to actually secure it to the table.
Jesus Christ.
So we need to get that Patreon going so we can buy WBW a new mic again.
Oh, we'll send you some shit. We'll figure out something that works better for you, maybe. Something we can anchor to the ceiling so you don't have any chance of fucking knocking it off.
Oh shit! Like we need one of those like iPad covers that they use for like 3-year-olds, like the like blue rubber mat. Hold on 1 second. I'm gonna mute real quick while I fix this. You can probably cut this. I muted, but I was wheezing.
So on a scale of 1 to 10, how bad was that hangover after the last Drunk CEs?
It actually wasn't that bad. And I think because I threw up a lot of it. So that helped pretty significantly. It had that alcohol-induced bulimia. I had a headache for a couple of hours and like that was it. Like I didn't have any of the stagger or spinning or nausea.
I was really expecting you to be a fucking train wreck.
God damn, dude. I need to fucking figure my shit out. And I need to actually prepare and buy like decent alcohol ahead of time instead of just boxed motherfucking Franzia.
Did you wake up
pirate bourbon?
Down a shot of that shit in the morning? The hair of the dog.
Oh, God, fucking a warm Moscato in the morning.
It's my favorite radio show.
Fucking stupid, goddamn adult contemporary Moscato in the morning. All right, what is your least favorite alcoholic drink?
Like the base alcohol, or just because I don't like vodka. I think people that drink straight up vodka are fucking stupid. Like, well, what's the point?
My mom was a bartender for 30, 40 years, something like that. And she says that there's a lot of alcoholics out there who drink vodka because they think that it doesn't smell, and it totally fucking smells.
Oh, yeah, that was my mom.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well,
yeah
is she also my mom?
Could be.
We're finding similarities.
She, I would find, she would just drink straight vodka.
Oh,
I would find glasses of it in cabinets and shit hidden, which luckily I didn't fucking inherit that taste bud because, fuck me.
God, I can't think of, I'll take a shot of pretty much any alcohol except vodka and gin. Those are two things I really can't do.
I like gin, but I wouldn't do shots of it.
Do people do shots of gin? I don't think that's really a thing, is it?
I think people do shots of just about anything.
Well, God, people fucking drink lighter fluid and shit. Like, right. Yeah, people do anything, but it's not something that's, hey, give me a shot of gin for me and the boys.
Right. Although I might get to that point. Be a gin rummy mailman.
Oh, I forgot your stupid fucking old timey expressions. Oh shit!
But as far as I fucking hate Jaeger. I think people that drink that are stupid.
I think I told my story on the podcast when I tried to fight an entire party after drinking Jaeger.
Yeah.
This is like 3 shots lined up. Boop boop boop. Wake up!
I am the huntsman. Anything with Red Bull, it tastes like fucking cough medicine. Why do you drink that?
Do you not like Red Bull?
No. Oh, fuck no. I also
Have we
like
talked
cherry.
about this?
Maybe.
Because what's his name? I was going to say his real name. Oh, fucking Hardstick. He was talking about Red Bulls and vodkas, and yeah, Red Bulls are the shit, man.
Well, Red Bull's fucking the cocktail of choice for any EDM concert, so of course he likes Red Bull.
Yeah, dude, it's got fucking taurine.
Which does not come from bowls. I learned this week.
I thought it did. I thought it was a constellation. Right next to the Big Dipper. That surprised me. Well, I mean, you probably shouldn't be drinking any Red Bull with your bundle branch bifascicular bullshit going on.
Seriously. Oh, you know what I fucking hate? Sambuca.
What the fuck is Sambuca?
That's that black licorice tasting shit.
Is it like Jaeger? Because that sounds like Jaeger.
Yeah, I mean, it's very similar to Jaeger.
Ugh.
I think it's got a heavier licorice flavor.
Oh, God.
But yeah, it's fucking nasty. It's like you go out to an Italian restaurant, you know, and the Ginza owner comes over and gives you a fucking shot of Sambuca with a coffee bean in it. It's like, oh, dude, this is fucking rank. I don't want this.
Jesus Christ. It's almost making my stomach a little sick just thinking about it. Like, I'm kind of having like Vietnam flashbacks from last drunk CEs right now. My stomach's hurting a little bit. That was my 9/11.
Sympathy dry heaves.
I gotta say, man, that the audio of me vomiting is one of my favorite things I've ever heard before, though, because I'm a fucking violent retcher.
Yeah, you should make that your ringtone.
Dude, can you send me the audio file? I will absolutely make that my ringtone.
Yeah, I'll send it to you.
All right, perfect. Oh, you should make it available on iTunes too.
I'm going to look at that tonight because I want to put the sea shanty up there. Some people asked for it.
Oh, yeah.
We're
going to make like $12 off this shit. It's like 5 months worth of work.
WP is going to be the new Sander von Deutschmark. I forgot that after that episode, I followed him on like Twitter and Instagram and shit.
I did too.
And every once in a while, a post pops up. I'm like, who the fuck is this asshole? Like, oh.
Oh, it's funny because I have my alternate Facebook account, my WPW one, and I follow Level Zero, Burned Out Memes, I think Saint Fisher, and then Savage Paramedics and Sander Van Dorn, and that's it. I have like 12 friends.
The fucking algorithm doesn't know what to do with you.
It's so fucking confused, man. It's like me when I went to college for those 3 weeks.
Oh. I got a 2-year degree in 4 years. Bang that fucker out.
Are you licensed or certificated?
I got whatever an associate's degree is.
I don't fucking know.
So
I don't have associates, though.
I'm irrelevant.
I'm irrelevant.
I have a long trunk. The first time I went to college after high school, I got asked to not come back because of my grades.
You got asked, you got voluntold.
Yeah, like, hey, we kind of don't want you here. You're not doing us any favors, and we're really not doing you any favors at this point. So we're gonna let you go.
How bad were your grades?
Fucking awful. I mean, my high school grades. I mean, grammar school. I failed fucking everything all the time because of my first grade story. You know, getting hit in the face by Miss Giuliano.
When you're looking up skirts.
That was by 8th grade. That was 8th grade. But Kim Allen's dead. So then high school, freshman year starts, and all I did was pay attention in class, and I was getting B's. Like, it was great. And then my junior year, they let girls into my school.
Oh, shit.
Grades went out the fucking window. I graduated because I cheated on my algebra final. Our finals, well, our junior year finals, we had in the gym. The whole, not the seniors, but the freshmen, sophomores, and juniors would all take their finals in the gym. And junior year, which was the year that the girls came in, and I stopped giving a fuck. Me and my buddy Willie Wilson and his dude Mike, it's like 5 other guys. Everybody else had been seated, waiting to take their fucking exams. We were the last crew to walk in. We walk in a line, and we're humming Ride of the Valkyries by Wagner into this like tomb silent gym while the fucking the priests are all watching us go to sit down, and slowly the whole crowd starts to pick up the whole fucking song. And We probably got half the gym doing it before they fucking started yelling at us. But then senior year, and my buddy Willie during those exams, he got kicked out at the end of that year because of his finals. But I looked over at him at one point, and his little dot sheet that we're doing the exam on, the Daytronics thing, you know, where you fill in the ABC.
Scantrons?
Scantron, that's the word I'm looking for.
Yeah.
He holds it up, and he had written Willie in the dots, like he fucking like some crochet pattern. He just holds up his exam and points at. It just says Willie. I'm like, holy fuck, you're out of here. But then senior year, I'm sitting in my algebra final, and I sit next to, we're the track 3 kids, we're the idiots, and I'm sitting next to the smartest track 3 idiot, and I'm copying off him, right? And I'm looking at his dots. He's like, all right, he's got A in the first line, B in the first, and I'm just copying all those. And I look up at one point, and the proctor for that exam was my guidance counselor. And I look up, and he's staring at me while I'm cheating. And I kind of freeze for a second, and he just nods at me and goes, go ahead. He's like, I don't want you back here next year. Fuck out of here. So I copied every one of that kid's answers except for one, and that's the only one I got wrong. So like my final algebra grade, you look at your final report card, and it's got your first, second semester, midterm, third, fourth semester grade, and then your final. It was like F A plus. So, yeah, no, I didn't cheat at all.
At least you're coming in with consistency.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so by the time I went to college, I was like, I was going to college because that's what you're supposed to do after high school. Like, I didn't fucking have a clue what I was doing.
I will, for the story, I'll change her first name, but there was a girl in my English class senior year, and her name was Jennifer Hoff, Hoff. And I just remember during our finals, we had to pass forward a Scantron, and I was right in front of her. And so when she passed her test up to mine, I erased Jennifer and put Jack. So her name was Jack Hoff. I just remember that the teacher was looking through and she goes, "Who's Jack Off? Who's Jack Off?" Half the dudes fucking raise their hands. Dude, she was fucking pissed though, man. She was like cry angry. I thought it was funny. Still stand by that decision.
God damn.
Well, my high school career, I mean, I did pretty good. I graduated with a decent GPA and took a lot of honors classes and shit. And then I, at the time, I was like, I know, right? Fucking big dick energy bringing it tonight. And then at the time, you know, like many people getting in this profession, I was like, oh, I'm just going to be a fireman. Like, I'm going to go to the community college and do a fire academy and all this bullshit. So I just started taking bullshit classes. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to learn guitar, and I'm going to learn sign language, and I'm going to like do sociology and all this shit. And then I just fucking never went. Like, I think I failed like 12 out of my first 15 classes or so at community college just because I didn't want to fucking go.
Yeah, that was my brain space. It was like a week before high school graduation, and I'm hanging out with my buddy, my best friend, Rob. And he's like, "Hey man, what are we going to do?" I'm like, "What do you mean?" He's like, "Well, we're done in a week. Like, do we go to college?" I'm like, "Oh shit, I guess we should look into that."
Are you like dollar shorting it?
Yeah, the last week of fucking high school, we're like, "Oh, we should start applying to colleges."
That's like the educational equivalent of being at the bar at 2 a.m. and just trying to find like the drunkest, easiest chick you can.
Yeah, exactly. I got into Jersey City State College, mainly because my mom at one point had been secretary for the dean. So she called in a few favors, and they were like, "Well, we'll just throw his grades out and let him come." And
is that like Forrest Mom and Forrest Gump? Like one of those favors?
Hey, single mom in the 70s and 80s. She had to keep the lights on.
Oh, shit, man. Dude. She probably rolled down her ankle stockings for so many gentlemen. Shout out to Mrs. Meat Bolus, by the way. Saw her reflection in the fucking Slayer poster or whatever the fuck that is in
Oh,
the
did you?
background. What is that? I can't read the writing.
Let me see if it'll work.
Oh, God. Anything Meat Bolus gets from his fucking house makes me laugh. Fool's the fucking man-child equivalent of Chuck E. Cheese. Check out EMS Sea Shanty on YouTube /Level 0 EMS.
Well, the fucking light's not working, but that's a light box from a comic shop window that I stole when they closed up my comic shop that I worked at. I've got like 5 or 6 inserts that go in it, and that's the Bill and Ted comic one.
Oh, it is Bill and Ted.
Yeah.
Oh shit, man.
I gotta fix that light.
Where the fuck did you get a backboard from for the fucking Pickle Rick thing?
Oh, they just give those out at the hospital. They just leave them outside. You can take them whenever you want.
Who steals a backboard?
Guy with a fucking Pickle Rick sticker that he wants to slap on it.
Oh,
yeah, that's the one that I used in that photo.
Yeah, I remember that now. God damn, man. Dude, you have too much cool shit in your garage.
Yeah, I got that going for me, which is nice.
You're so lucky you're fucking married, man, because, like, imagine bringing back a woman now she enters your domicile, walks in, and is greeted by a fucking serial killer-esque wall full of patches and stickers and fucking backboards and trauma equipment and a goddamn narc box from fucking the show Emergency. Like, dear Lord.
Dude, when I got divorced, my previous wife, I moved into this fucking shitty. It was shitty, but it wasn't shitty. This tiny apartment. It was like 550, 600 square feet, maybe.
Oh.
It had like Spanish floor tile from like the 40s when these apartments were first built, which was the only redeeming quality of the fucking apartment. But like after the first year after my divorce, I started dating and stuff and started hooking up with random women, and just I brought so many women home to that apartment, and when they walked in, they were greeted by tons of books and fucking Lego everywhere. And not one of them ever left. Like, it was like, no, you know what? This isn't for me. And that apartment smelled so bad. And I thought it was just a plumbing issue because the place was so fucking old. But after living there for about 3 years, my stove went out. So they put a new one in there. Like, you got a gas leak?
Holy
so
shit.
I'm sure there was some fucking brain damage from me sleeping in that apartment for 3 years prior.
God, you must have slept amazingly, though, just going to bed fucking hypoxic every night.
Oh, yeah. Well, unless the palm roaches were crawling on me. They would get in under the door, and they were the big fucking ones that live in the palm trees, and every once in a while one would like run across my chest in the middle of the night.
Oh,
wait.
It
was fucking horrible.
Looked like palm trees.
No, they live in the palm trees. They're called palm roaches. They're real big ones.
What the fuck? There's roaches that live in palm trees?
Oh, yeah. You shake a fucking palm tree, all sorts of nasty shit falls out of there.
God damn, dude.
Yeah, they're foul. I had a homeless guy who was kind of like, I called him my gargoyle because he would. So my bed was a mattress and a box spring on the floor underneath one of the 2 windows in my apartment. It was ground floor. And outside that window was a carport where I would park my truck. And he would sleep behind my truck up against the wall that my head was against.
So you guys were like 3 feet apart at all times.
Yeah, so we were kind of like the odd couple. and he would mumble in his sleep and yell shit out and stuff. And I would just yell. I would yell at the window, "Shut up!"
Did your apartments have a no pet policy because you were violating it?
I was violating it with the fucking palm roaches. And he's fucking hacking.
Oh goddamn! I wonder what was attracting roaches to your apartment.
Well, everybody in that complex had them. They were
Oh,
everywhere.
was
And
this in Jersey?
no, it was here. It was
Oh,
Arizona.
okay.
But I was in the big like Phoenix restaurant district, so it was great. I was like stumbling distance from a ton of great bars and restaurants. It was a great little spot. But I remember I never fed that fucking homeless guy. Like I would never give him money. I'd never give him food or nothing because I knew once I started. But I came outside one day and I went to get to my truck. And usually in the morning he'd fucking bail, so I wouldn't really see him during the day. But I came out and he's sitting behind my truck, and he's got a box of instant mashed potatoes and a cup of water. And he's pouring the instant potatoes in his mouth, and he's pouring the water in his mouth and like swishing it around. And he's covered in fucking mashed potato dust. And I'm holding an apple and a protein bar. And he looks at me and I'm just like, fuck. So I just handed it to him, like, here you go, man. And I got in my truck and left. And after that, every time he see me, like, got any more of them bars? They were good. And I'm like, dude, you're not supposed to talk to me. You're supposed to fucking guard my truck when I'm sleeping and be gone by morning.
Dude, the first 24-hour shift that I ever worked at AMR, it was in fucking the goddamn hood. And where we would park our ambulance right outside the front door, there was a gang of like 20 homeless people that would be just right next to the ambulance at all times. And maybe like 40 yards away or so around this little wall, it was like their camp. And so we'd come by and we knew like every single person there. Like we knew like their dogs' names, and like the dogs always come running up and we like pet them and shit. It's like, hey, Ron, how's Frank doing? Oh, he's good. You know, like all that shit. Like we knew every one of them. And the great thing is just like that is they were fucking security for us. Like they knew our cars and everything. And like, they did not let anyone fuck with us at all, you know, because we give them like blankets and shit, you know. But seriously, homeless people are better security systems than Ring. I'm just going to throw that out there.
I thought I fucking ran him over one night.
Oh God.
I came home at like 3 a.m. I think I had gone to hook up with some girl and decided I didn't want to have breakfast. So I left in the middle of the night and I came back. And this was like early on when I really wasn't sure what his deal was, and I didn't see him often. And I pulled into the carport, and all of a sudden his fucking head pops up. I really thought I bounced his head off the wall. It's like, fuck, I just murdered a man.
Can I just say that the 3 a.m. drive home is one of the most sobering experiences that you'll ever experience as a man.
Yeah. Yep.
Like you're just an animal while it's happening. And then like the second that you finish is just waking up going like, where the fuck am I? Did I just record Drunk CEs? Like,
it's
and
kind
then
of
like,
the same as, go ahead.
And then like the drive home where, you know, you don't even want to listen to music. You just drive in silence and stare out into the abyss, wondering what the fuck you're doing with your life. And like, you're a little sticky still, but you got like your shorts on, like you haven't fucking showered. And like every time you shift, you know, like your fucking nutsack like sticks to the side of your leg because it hasn't been washed off yet. Like there is no greater American experience than the post-fuck 3 a.m. drive.
It's such a weird fucking chemical shift in your brain.
Yeah.
God, I really liked you until I fucking came.
So, you know, we've been talking about depression tonight, and this was back in 2011, or maybe it was 12. But I had just become a paramedic, and I actually broke my leg right as I was reclassing. And so, you know, basically it was another 4 or 5 weeks or so. And I just went through a really shitty time in my life. And, you know, it was like the 15 months or so of paramedic school and like losing your social life, not dating any women, working constantly through your internship and being broke and tired and exhausted. And then that culminating in me breaking my leg. And so I was going through a rough patch, and I went over to my grandma's house, and I ended up talking to her for a little bit. And, you know, I think I ended up crying and, you know, kind of discussing everything that I was going through and dealing with it. And as I left her house and starting to drive home, and a song came on the radio, and I can't remember what it was exactly, but maybe it's like 10 o'clock at night or so. And I crank up the music and I start to sing along with it, and I'm really starting to feel good. I'm having, that release of serotonin, and, I just haven't had it in so long. I've just been in such a down, dark place. And I roll down the windows and I'm letting the cold, winter air hit my face, and I'm singing this song. And as if God had heard me and knew that I was starting to kind of pick back up, he answered me like this. He decided that there should be a broken water sprinkler in the median of the street that I was driving on, which sprayed me directly in the face as I was driving my Ford Focus, and actually knocked my glasses off. So I went from happy and singing to blind, cold, wet, and confused as I got bukkakied in the fucking face by a Southern California broken water sprinkler. And so that's how I remained in my funk for another month or so.
Jesus, that's fucking amazing. God says no.
Fucking,
that's actually a Monster Magnet song.
Oh, it's
try and live, and God says no.
I really should listen to them and all your suggestions, because I liked your suggestions. I'm just fucking stuck in my ways, man.
God, that music episode just annoys me. Like there was some really funny shit, and I do and I don't regret my decision to not go with what would have been the typical top 10, artist of all time.
Yeah. And see, I regret the opposite. Is I wish that I had picked my 10 personal best as opposed to fucking trying to be goddamn Rolling Stones magazine or something. Boring ass fucking list. God damn it, we put the Beatles at fucking number 1. They're on everyone's fucking list. But I really do think that we need to do our top 10 movies. I think that'd be a great one.
Yeah, we do. It's funny. I get messages from people like, hey, next top 10 episode I want to be on.
All right, good to go.
What happened to God sprinkle you in the face again?
God Sprinkler would be a great name for a band.
Oh, you're delayed. Wow.
Am I really?
Oh, there we go. Caught up. Okay.
All right. Am I
yeah, on video you were laughing, but in my ears I heard God Sprinkler would be a great name for a band.
Am I doing okay now, though?
Yeah, now you're caught. Okay.
All right, cool. Yeah, that fucking. How come I bring the technical difficulties like literally every fucking time?
It's that fucking Chattanooga fucking internet you got.
Oh shit, man! I think it's powered by like cow pasture or some shit.
You still gotta wait fucking 3 days to download an album.
Yeah, dude, my mom used the phone last week and kicked me off the internet.
God damn it, I got another fucking virus.
I remember the day that we converted from a 56K to DSL, and they just optimized it like during the middle of the day or something. I was playing Counter-Strike upstairs, and on my old fucking 56K piece of shit computer that was all laggy and shit. And I remember that my ping was like 200 or something like that. And literally in between games, it went down to like 35. And I was like, oh, fuck, I can actually play this game now. Like, holy shit.
That was the worst. And at the time, we thought it was fucking fantastic, but Jesus.
Oh, yeah, man.
I remember whatever that thought was, fucking decided it was going to go back into hibernation, so never mind.
I just want to stop the podcast until you remember what you were going to say.
Let me snort some fucking Amanda.
Did you ever play Counter-Strike?
No.
Oh, okay. Are you into first-person shooters very much besides like Borderlands?
Yeah, I mean, I play Call of Duty a little bit. I play Warzone a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
But I'm fucking terrible at them. And I play Fortnite with my kid. and I'm less
Oh,
than terrible.
no, don't fucking give me that shit. Don't even say that you playing it with your kid, because I've seen your fucking compilations and shit, like sending your 360-degree headshots and shit to me.
Oh, yeah. But, I mean, I started playing before he did.
Oh.
But I got bored with it. But now he's into it, so now it's like, hey, can we play Fortnite? So then it's fun when you're playing with him, like when you're playing with your kid, because I can curse at him and tell him he sucks.
My daughter was not raised on video games, and she is absolutely horrible at anything I've tried to have her play. I was trying to let her play the original, like, Super Mario Brothers. And do you say Mario or Mario?
Mario. There's a whole fucking argument me and my wife have.
Okay,
Mario.
I think it might have been on the podcast too. But Mario Brothers.
So. Yeah.
I think it was. I think it was like
Mario.
episode 2 or some shit. Fuck, we've been doing this for over a year now, I think.
December's a year, yeah. We're gonna do some big anniversary thing.
Was it only December? No, it was before that, because I think it's almost. Okay, so here's my problem. I don't think it has anything to do with me. I think it has to do with Squadcast, because I will touch the like USB cable and it'll disconnect for a second, and then you can't reconnect it again. It's just fucked after that.
That's weird. Well, maybe stop touching the fucking USB cable.
Don't fucking tell me what to do, bitch. Our first podcast was released December 1st.
Okay.
But I think we recorded it in May, though. That's what it was.
Holy shit.
Yep. Remember when we had God on the podcast?
Yeah. We'll have to bring him back sometime.
Yeah, let's pour some out for our fallen homie.
There's so many people that I want to get on for guest spots, and we can't get this shit rolling regularly.
Well, I mean, I'm down to start doing this on a weekly basis again. Only thing I got to deal with is fucking depression, so. I laugh because I'm sad.
Your memes have been getting better. You've been getting some good fucking traction on some of them. That Hillary Clinton one today is doing well.
I mean, you stared at the fucking wall in your garage for an hour and you couldn't come up with one meme.
And you know, that fucking the wholesome meme Friday.
Oh God.
2 days ago.
Yeah.
One of the meme pages in the group chat came up with the idea, and I was like, yeah, I'll watch you fellas because I'm fucking tapped out. I don't got shit. And they were like, fuck you, make a fucking meme. Stop pussing out. And like the next morning I got up, I was like, oh, I thought of this one. All right, I'll make this one. And then I think I made a second one for that day, but then fucking, I don't know. You would think with my headspace, I'd be putting out fucking burned out memes level fucking
God
quality, but
that dude's fucking unstoppable. It really blows me away, man.
yeah. Yeah, he should have more followers than fucking Savage.
Absolutely. Fucking absolutely. So who has expressed interest in being on the podcast as a guest?
Well, the admin certainly said he'd like to come on again.
I don't want him back.
Okay. Vetoed.
Fuck that guy. I'm just going to throw that out there. Piece of shit, man.
I think, I don't know how many mods they have, but I think the main mod at the Salty EMTs said he wants to come on.
All right.
Frequent Flyers wants to come back on. He's always up for it.
I think that was the episode that I missed, correct?
I don't know.
Because I think it was supposed to be Frequent Flyers and 9-1 Fun, and then it ended up only being 9-1 Fun, and I think I missed that one.
You might have missed that one, but then Frequent Flyers came. No, Frequent Flyers was on for Drunk CEs, the first one, wasn't he?
No, that was the admin was on, but he cut out right as Drunk CEs was starting.
That's right.
Fuck, I don't remember, man. That might have been me.
He's going to rage when he hears this. He's always fucking yelling about. He still wants to get on and fucking tear us all apart for our music choices.
WPW doesn't even remember him. Take that.
When we have him on, you'll have to introduce him as the mod behind Savage Paramedics.
All I'm saying is, Savage Paramedics, if you're out there listening, like, if I can get a contract, I'll fucking switch in a second. I have no loyalty for goddamn LZ.
Then they won't have to fucking just copy paste fucking memes that they find on Twitter.
Dude, my fucking shanty would have like 1 million views if it was on Savage
Jesus.
Medics, man.
You'd have a recording fucking contract with somebody.
Oh, like William Shatner? I packed my bags last night. Early flight. 0 hour. 9 a.m. And I'm going to be high as a kite by then. What the fuck just happened with your shadow?
Oh, my wife just pulled into the driveway. I have the garage door open, yeah.
Oh.
That's her fucking high beams in my right retina.
Jesus Christ, you look mysterious as fuck right now, though. Look like a goddamn DC villain.
I don't know if they ever revealed who Dr. Claw was on Inspector Gadget, but that's what I feel like sitting in this chair. Get Gadget.
Oh, I saw something a while back that revealed who Dr. Claw was. It's Dr. Claw, right?
Yeah.
And his face was on an action figure, and he's the stupidest looking. He looks like fucking Rick.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah, here, I'm gonna send this shit to the chat real quick. You should post this for this podcast, just no context. Just release the video and just have it be this image and nothing else. And watch me derail the entire fucking podcast just to send this one shitty ass picture. All right, here you go.
What the fuck?
Oh God.
Oh, it looks like if Rick was played by Ernest Borgnine.
I was gonna say Jay Leno.
Wow, that's retarded.
Yeah. Oh.
And now I can't ever unsee it. I was better off not knowing what he looked like.
Oh, did I talk about the new shitty movies that I saw this week?
Last shitty movie you talked about was the M. Night Shyamalan.
Yeah, that's right. I talked about Old. Okay, so it is time for WPW's movie review hour. I got another hour of content for these two motherfuckers. Okay, so I saw 2 movies this week. And so the first one that I saw, these are both like, I'm confused as fuck with the climate nowadays because I can't tell what is shitty quality anymore because nothing gets released to theaters now.
Right.
So it just all straight goes up to HBO and shit. But I saw, it was a Clint Eastwood movie called Cry Macho.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
I'm gonna give it 2 thumbs down, first off.
Uh-oh.
And I like movies like that. I was kind of expecting like a Gran Torino type thing.
Right.
Dude, Clint Eastwood is fucking 91 years old. His love interest in the movie is like 45 and doesn't speak English. Like she's literally like a Mexican woman who like doesn't speak English, but they're like dancing and shit. And there's literally a part where she's like dancing around him and he's just standing in place because he's 91 and can't fucking move. And there's another part in the movie where he punches a 13-year-old boy in the face. And it's like the most slow motion punch I've ever seen in my life. Punches the kid in the face. And then the kid goes, wow, you're pretty quick for your age. And they show him getting on top of a horse and then cut to like an obvious stunt actor because, again, this motherfucker is 91 years old and is trying to be like a Western movie star or something. They spend the first 10 minutes of the movie firing him from this ranch, and then they just ask him to go down to Mexico to get the ranch like owner's son or some shit. But literally, it's like, why did you have to fire him if you're just going to ask him to do a favor for you in the very next scene, and it doesn't really matter that he was ever fired? And that didn't make any sense. It was kind of a boring, kind of a stupid movie. Not that enjoyable. However, the other movie that I watched may have been the film of the year. And I am not being hyperbolic, or is it hyperbolic or hyperbolic?
Hyperbolic.
Hyperbolic. I am not being hyperbolic when I say that it is this year's Citizen Kane. It is called Malignant. Have you heard of this?
Maybe.
Okay. Before I get into this, I will say to the audience, I'm going to have spoilers for about the next 2 minutes. And Meaty, you're going to be subjected to this because I know that you don't really give a shit about shitty horror movies. Right. So I'm going to just tell you about this. So this movie, this bitch is seeing visions of people getting like brutally murdered. And so she's starting to realize that there is some type of association that she has with the murderer. And she has the first 13 years of her life that she does not remember due to some repressed trauma. And we know that she was in some type of medical facility or some shit, but we don't quite know what is going on. And as you're watching this movie, you get it's by James Wan, who did like The Conjuring and Insidious and all those movies. Okay. And you're kind of sitting there going like, what the fuck is going on? Like, why is this so poorly acted? Why does nothing make any fucking sense? And you realize that this is supposed to be the shittiest movie you've ever fucking seen, with inane, stupid dialogue, inane, stupid plot points. Everything about it is fucking awful. And the moment that you realize that is when it truly becomes brilliant and turns into like a B movie type schlock. And I hate movies that try to be stupid like B movies, you know, your Sharknadoes and the Birdemic and all that stuff. I think it's fucking stupid. Like, right. I see what you're trying to do. This one is so well done that it got away with it for such a fucking long time until I realized what was going on. So I told you that this girl was in like the hospital with her first 13 years of her life. Turns out she was in the fucking hospital because she had an evil Siamese twin that was conjoined to the back of her head. And so when they say malignant, because it's like a malignant tumor that's like feeding off of her, but it looks like a goddamn mini Schmeagle or like Kuato from Total Recall, except it's growing out of the back of their head. And so they have to like sedate the fucking, I think it was like Damien or some Gabriel. It was Gabriel was the name of the like twin. But they literally, you go the first hour and a half of the movie not knowing what the fuck is going on with her medically, and then they like pan the camera around in the flashback, and you see this deformed little creature out the back of her head, like all fucking grotesque and like almost like some like Cronenberg or like John Carpenter bullshit from the 80s.
Say, yeah.
Yeah. And I mean, it looked like The Fly. Like, it was fucking disgusting. And so they decide that they're going to remove the evil twin from her, but they can't remove all of its brain. So they take the evil twin's brain and push it into her brain. So now it is living, but is like benign until something happens that wakes it up for her as an adult. So she starts becoming like the evil twin, like takes over her body. But the great part is that like, because it's off the back of her head, so her elbows like break and start going the wrong way, and her knees break and start going the wrong way. And out of the back of her fucking skull, it like splits open, and this little like devil demon head comes out of the back of her fucking skull and starts like controlling her.
Like and a meat mech.
It also can control electricity for some reason, but they literally never once explained that. And the woman gets arrested, and she's in a lockup with like a stereotypical Foxy Brown, like 70s black prostitute, and like a Butch Dyke New York woman, and like all these like weird stereotypes. And you're like, why the fuck are all these people in a holding cell? There's like 20 people. Well, then she becomes the monster for the first time on screen, and then fucks every person up, like ripping out throats, putting her arms through people, like ripping heads off, biting people in the neck. Dude, fucking glorious. Then she breaks out of the cell, gets into the police station, and literally kills like 30 cops, like just fucking them up, like doing backflips and shit. And like the two main cops who were like after her / him, they're about to escape, and the creature just like throws a chair at him and like knocks him down. Like it's the fucking most ridiculous shit I've ever seen in a fucking movie. And I think when I talked about Old, like how ridiculous it was and it kind of pissed me off, this was so fucking ridiculous that I think I loved it. Either I loved it or I hated it, but there is no in between at all. But straight fucking hyped. It's on HBO Max. Fucking use my account. It's level0wpw@gmail.com and email me and I'll send you my password, and then go fucking watch Malignant. Because I know you ain't fucking doing anything, you depressed ass motherfuckers.
I will definitely watch that.
It's worth it, man. Yeah. There's some dumb shit, man.
I watched last night a documentary on Netflix that
So how depressed are you again?
Untold Crime and Penalties, I think it's called. It's about the Danbury Trashers. They were a minor league hockey team in the 90s that were run by the mob. Dude, even if you don't give a fuck about hockey, this fucking documentary is tits. It's awesome.
Really?
Yeah. I highly recommend it. I don't want to give anything away. But this dude who's basically he runs the biggest fucking like waste management company on the East Coast or in the Northeast, buys a hockey team for his 17-year-old son to fucking run. And the FBI is like involved the whole fucking nine. And it's part hockey, part WWF wrestling. It's fantastic. Fucking watch it.
All right. Did you ever watch The Last Dance? It's about the Bulls during the mid-90s with Jordan.
I've heard it's great, but I haven't watched it.
Fuck, it is fantastic. Same thing where like even if you don't care about basketball, like it is absolutely incredible.
That's the what the fuck are the Sports Center documentaries?
10, 30 and 30 or
something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
90% of those I don't give two fucks about, but every one of them I've seen are just amazing. They're so well done.
Mm-hmm. Kind of the same thing. And that's when I actually cared about basketball, like mid to late 90s.
Oh, and then I told you that I joined this this writing workshop that Chuck Palahniuk is running.
Mm-hmm.
And
I am Jack's low T.
I am Jack's missing dopamine. First assignment we had to watch a movie called They Shoot Horses, Don't They? Which I've heard the title, never saw it. I watched it this week. What a fucking phenomenal movie. It came out in 76, I think, but it takes place during the Depression. And it's about a dance marathon, which were like big back then. Couples would just dance until the last fucking couple was standing.
Yeah, I've seen stuff like that.
And this movie was, I got vibes of Stephen King's The Long Walk.
Oh, really?
It. And it was almost like a precursor to reality TV or like Battle Royale.
Oh,
dude, it's so fucking good. Like even though it's got like 70s movie portraying the Depression kind of hokey dialogue and shit, it's fucking phenomenal. It's so good. Jane Fonda's in it. And she does a really good job. Red Buttons is in it. the guy that MCs the dance marathon reminds me so much of Richard Dawson in The Running Man.
Oh.
I highly recommend it.
Did you read The Running Man?
Yeah.
Yeah, completely fucking different.
Oh yeah, yep.
I want to see that movie way more than I want to see the Schwarzenegger one.
I had heard that they were working on that version of it, but nothing ever happened.
I mean, quite frankly, like literally every Stephen King novel or story could be adapted at this point. Like,
oh yeah,
I'd be happy with it. I want fucking HBO or Netflix to pick up the goddamn Dark Tower already.
Yeah, and do it the right way.
Yeah. Well, you heard they canceled the Amazon Prime one about a year ago or so. Yeah.
Yep.
And they fucked up The Stand too. I only got like 2 episodes through that.
Oh yeah.
Did you watch any of it?
Regular TV? No.
It was
bad. I just knew. I saw the trail. I was like, no.
It was fucking bad. I literally got like an episode and a half and just gave up.
I did see the trailer for Sandman. Did you read Sandman? The comics? Neil Gaiman.
You talking about from Spider-Man Sandman?
No. Sandman from the DC Vertigo line from the 90s, like their mature reader line. Oh, okay.
Mm-mm.
That I'm kind of stoked for.
Have you ever watched the Spawn series on HBO? Came out maybe 4 or 5 years ago.
They did a series?
Yeah.
Not the animated one, right?
Yeah, it's animated.
Okay. Oh, dude, that was way longer than that.
Was it really?
Oh, dude, that was like fucking 20 years ago.
No. I'm not talking about the movie. It was the actual series.
Yeah. That was not 5 or 6 years ago.
Stand by.
Google machine.
All right. I was already on IMDb for the Shoot Horses. Yeah, because there was oh, fuck you. God damn it. How was I this off? It was fucking 1997.
Yeah, I knew it was a long time ago.
Jesus. All right. I would like to see a Spawn adaptation again. Because that's a dope fucking concept.
Yeah, I remember the animated series, and I thought that was pretty good. They did a pretty good job with that. Not as good as MTV did with the Max back in the day.
Holy
that was fucking
shit,
great.
Max. Yeah. Did you come up with a sticker from the Max?
No, but now I want to.
Or was it you had an idea for something?
Oh, you know what? I made a meme. Oh, yeah, I did make something once.
Yeah, I can't remember what it was now, though.
Fuck, I'll have to find it.
Wait, you know what's funny is you posted, I think it was yesterday or something, that meme I made, I don't know, a year or two ago, the one with Aziz Ansari, where it's like about picking up trash, or I was a janitor in my last job. And I started laughing at it, and I was like, oh shit, I think I made this one.
I knew I didn't. I was like, I wonder if this is his or fucking Hardsticks.
Yeah, so for our 12 listeners, y'all know that was mine.
Damn, I wish Hardstick was here and you guys could have fought over who made it.
Oh, you know what? Fuck Hardstick. I'm just going to throw that out there, dude. Dude's a fucking piece of shit, man.
Fucking making all that nurse money.
Jesus. Doesn't share any of it with us. Fucking broke-ass medics.
Goes and gets his fucking expensive ass sweet potato fries in the hospital cafeteria every night.
Oh yeah, I was re-listening to that again. Yeah, they make them sweet potato fries for me fresh every day. I was like, Jesus Christ, you were fucking obnoxious. Can't stand listening to his fucking lanky ass. You can hear how fucking tall he is just by his fucking voice.
Fucking hipster foodie bitch. Not for nothing. Your hospital aioli is not highbrow.
Oh shit. All right, well, I think we should wrap this up.
Sure, yeah. Let's,
all right, well, I would like to say something real quick. You know, we talked about it a little bit this week, but you know, seriously, to anyone out there who's having those anger, anxiety, depression issues, and we touched on this before, but there are tons of peer groups and even meme pages who truly legitimately give a shit about you and are all ears. And if you want anonymity or anyone to talk to, my name on Facebook is Walter P. White. Look me up, send me a message if there's anyone that you ever want to vent to, or if you're uncomfortable talking to family, wife, girlfriend, Sancha, anything like that. Just know that there are resources, and seriously reach out to your EAP or any other services, because I will tell you right now that I've struggled a lot with mental health over the years, and I don't struggle as bad as I used to just because I have gone through outlets. But I said it before and I'll say it again, is that it is not a question of if, it is a question of when you will start to have some mental health issues if you don't take care of it. So Medias wants to sincerely, I love the fuck out of you, buddy. And wieners and gonads.
Ended on a dick joke. Love you, brother.
I love you too, man. Bye-bye.
Bye.